Hello again. I'm here with my June YA and middle grade book haul. These are the YA and middle grade books I've picked up in June. So let's just get into it. First book I picked up was Clockwork Princess. This is the third book in the Infernal Devices series. I actually only have Clockwork Angel. I don't have Clockwork Prince. But when I saw it at Second and Charles for like $3, I decided to pick it up. I will get to it in time. Next book was another Second and Charles find. This is School of Good and Evil. So this is basically about a character that believes they're going to go to the good school and wind up going to the evil school. And then the other character wants to go to the evil school and they wind up going to the good school. So it's basically whoever thinks they're good wants to go to the evil, and the person who thinks they're evil wants to go into the good. I've heard some kind of mixed reactions about it, but it was only $3, so I decided to pick it up. Plus it's a signed copy, so that also was kind of cool for $3. Next book I picked out was Blood Will Out. Let me read what this one's about. Ari Sullivan is alive, for the time being. She wakes at the bottom of a cistern, confused, injured, and alone, with only the shadowy recollection of a low-pitched voice and a gloved hand. No one can hear her screams, and the person who put her there is coming back. The killer is planning a gruesome masterpiece, a fairy tale tableau of innocence and blood, meticulously designed. Until now, Ari was happy to spend her days pining for handsome, recent arrival Stroud Bellows, fantasizing about their 2.4 kids' future together, safe in a small hometown of Dempsey Hollow. But her community has turned very dangerous, and Ari may not be the only intended victim. So this sounds like it's kind of a thriller, mystery type of book. Sounded interesting, so I picked it up. That is Blood Will Out. Next one sounded really interesting to me. This is Dear Rachel Maddow. So this story is about a woman who writes to Rachel Maddow about her life. The character's name is Bryn, and she starts emailing Rachel Maddow, but she doesn't send them. So she tells Rachel about breaking up with her first serious girlfriend, about her brother Nick's death, about a passive mother, an even worse stepfather. And it really does sound pretty interesting to me. So I definitely am interested to pick this up. I guess basically a contemporary story with maybe some interesting topics. And it has a nice white cover. I really like the spine on this too, if you could see it here. But that is Dear Rachel Maddow by Adrian Kisner. Next book is Monday's Not Coming. This story, Monday Charles is missing and only Claudia seems to notice. Claudia and Monday have always been inseparable, more sisters than friends. So when Monday doesn't turn up for the first day of school, Claudia starts to worry. When she doesn't show for the second day or the second week, Claudia knows that something is wrong. Monday wouldn't just leave her to endure tests and bullies alone. With her grades on the line, Claudia needs her best and only friend now more than ever. But Monday's mother refuses to give Claudia a straight answer, and Monday's sister April is even less helpful. As Claudia digs deeper into her friend's disappearance, she discovers that no one seems to remember the last time they saw Monday. How can a teenage girl just vanish without anyone noticing she was gone? In this dark, thrilling, and timely sophomore novel, acclaimed author Tiffany D. Jackson unravels a complex mystery and explores traumatic effects of the truth. So it sounds pretty interesting, and I'm looking forward to reading it. Next two books I picked up together, they are The Merciless 3 and The Merciless 4. I didn't even know The Merciless 4 was coming out in hardcover until I believe Emma Books talked about it, surprisingly enough. So I wind up picking up both of these books because I have read the first two Merciless books and I do want to see where the story goes. I believe 3 is actually a prequel to the story, and 4 picks up where the second one leaves off. So I'm definitely looking forward to these books. Next one is called Dive Smack. And this one sounded interesting. Let me read this. Theo Mackey only remembers one thing for certain about the fire that burned his life down. He lit the match. Sure, it was an accident, but the blaze killed his mom and set his dad on a path to self-destruction. Everything else about that fateful night is full of gaping holes in Theo's mind, for good reason. Maybe it's better that way. As captain of the Ellis Hollow diving team with straight A's and solid friends, he's only one semester away from securing a scholarship and leaving his past behind. But when a family history project gets assigned at school, new memories come rushing to the surface. Memories that make Theo question what he really knows about his family, the night of the fire, and if he can trust anything, including his own mind. So this is another psychological type of story, mystery thriller type of book. In fact, there was a lot of mystery thrillers this month that was out for YA books. And that is Dive Smack. Next one I picked up is a YA contemporary that sounded really fun based on the reviews I saw in YouTube. So I decided to pick this up. This book is, I believe, in a thing called Love. It's basically about a woman who tries to, I guess, catch a guy by using Korean dramas as the backdrop. And that does sound like an interesting premise. I have seen a few Korean dramas in my time. And this sounds like just a fun YA contemporary book. I guess in the spirit of When Dimple Met Rishi, and this also focuses on Korean characters, which will be interesting to me. So I definitely wanted to pick this up. That is, I believe, in a thing called Love. And the last one I picked up was Now You See Her. This one, Amelia has always felt like a happy life is just out of reach. Having moved every few years with her mom and sister, she's had a hard time making and keeping friends. There's never enough time and never enough money to stay in one place. And now, in her senior year, right before tennis season, Mom wants to move again. Sophie has a perfectly curated Instagram-ready life. From her first singles win to her cute long-term boyfriend to the beautiful landscape homes where she lives with her parents. Though they're tennis teammates, the two girls almost never speak until one night changes everything. When Amelia's car breaks down on the side of a road in a rainstorm, a man thinks she is a good Samaritan pulls over to help her. But then he tries to abduct her instead, and she escapes in the oncoming traffic. In one inexplicable moment, Amelia and Sophie switch bodies. Amelia wakes up in Sophie's body. Amelia's body is in a coma. Now Amelia needs to find a way to switch back into her own life. But before she can do that, she must retrace her steps. Who tried to abduct her? Is her family safe? And who is Sophie Graham anyway? So this sounds like an interesting premise. I really like the premise. It's one of the reasons I picked up this book, because it does have that body swap story with a murder mystery involved in it. Yeah, once I heard about the premise, I said, well, I'm going to have to check this out. So it is called Now You See Her. And those are all the YA middle grade books I've picked up for June. I still have my horror hardcover books and my miscellaneous books to cover. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.